I am Daniil Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. All my life I have been studying death, the greatest boundary holding humanity back. The powers that be were frightened of my search. My lab in the capital was about to be closed. But it cannot be denied that some phenomena might be found only in the strangest, most remote parts of our country. Little towns that are yet to be explored by forward-thinking minds. People accept the supposed imminence of death way too easily. We meekly follow our life's path to it, like cattle to the slaughter. But we shouldn't. My search for immortality has brought me rumors of one, Simon Kane, a supposedly immortal man, living in one such town. He might be just the proof all my theories need. The final patient. I need to find him, or else all my life's work is doomed.
They stole my shit. What the fuck? Howdy, bear buddies, and welcome to Pathologic 3. This is a game I am so hyped about. Pathologic 2 is one of my favorite games ever. I still haven't played the original Pathologic. I think I might stream it on the channel, but Pathologic 3 is the same story but seen through the Bachelor's eyes. So beware, there's going to be heavy spoilers throughout this whole playthrough about Pathologic 2 and the story in general, because I like talking about it. So if you haven't seen Pathologic 2 or played it, check out this video right here. This is the start of my Pathologic 2 playthrough. I've played through all of it. You can look at it all right there, okay? Watch that before this. Heavy spoilers throughout this whole playthrough. I'm so hyped. I just can't even put it into words. So what do you say we just hop right in? All right, I need to make sure. I thought I had subtitles on. First off, motion blur completely off. Yeah. I don't see a subtitles option. That's interesting. Let's view the mini-map. Oh, the mind map. My thoughts, conclusions, deliberations. To see the events of a specific day, press its number on the circle. We're on day 1. Immortal man Simon Kane, an alleged immortal, lives in this town. Understanding him is the only way to save my Thanatica. Are you chasing shadows again, Dankovsky? I barely stepped off the train and my things were immediately stolen. Ah, the joys of rural life. Without my tools, I'm useless. Must find the prototype in the microscope. They're vital. Okay. Map is exactly the same as it was in Pathologic 2. Okay. Marrow. Okay. District status, calm. Oh yeah, there's the apathy and mania. So objects can be useful. I can spot them easily if I concentrate. Some thoughts will affect your mental state. Backwards, mindless, meaningless vandalism. Priceless medical texts, gutted like fish. Worse than stealing morphine, just empty destruction by illiterate punks. Talk to this guy. I say, a living, breathing person stepping off our train. As far as my career is concerned, I suppose I'm more on the far side of the grave than the near, but some say that resurrection is not impossible. Where'd you come from? Also, they're all either Russian or Ukrainian, but I can't do that accent. I can do, like, English. Where'd you come from? The capital. The capital, Daniil Dankovsky. Bachelor of Medicine. I'm told a supposed immortal man, Simon Kane, lives here. I've come to study him. Right, East City folk, always take 20 trunks of shirts with you. Did you manage to cut down to 10, sir? 8, though I had to sit on the last one. Where can I find a constable? Who do I talk to about recovering my stolen property? Shirts, you dimwit. You're a street sweeper. Do you not live to wake up people early and twist urchins' ears? I'll say that. It's just kids being kids. No need to be mean to them. Jeez, maybe I can't do that accent. What the fuck? Some kids, hardened criminal. I must get my luggage back. Losing my instruments is like losing my arms. Worse than losing my arms. I'm telling you, hands off the kids. You're new here, fresh off the train. You're new in town, so watch yourself and heed our customs. No constable or patrolman will chase after children for you. No street sweeper neither. That is ridiculous, because the kids have their own thing going. Their own empire, you see. Not gonna mess with it. If you find someone to do it for you, it's your funeral. Or rather theirs. Although they wouldn't get a funeral, it's how it would simply break them. I don't believe myself in corporal punishment. Obviously, I'm not trying to get into a fight with 10-year-olds. Perhaps I could negotiate with them. You know what? You need your shirt so badly, why don't you go looking for the tots that ran away with them? Just ask them nicely. These kids are like magpies. They'll trade you precious linens from the Capitol Bank. Exchange for bits of colored glass, or even just a story, but whatever you do, don't hurt them. Well, I have plenty of stories to tell, but usually they involve vivisections. I suppose kids do like that sort of thing. Say, is the Capitol a real place? In a sense, of course, the Capitol is a myth, and that myth is the real capital, but the city does exist physically. I like that answer. That's an interesting answer. Canes have come from the Capitol and made our town. No other real people have come here from there ever since. So I was thinking perhaps Simon Kane simply made up the Capitol, along with everything else. Right, sure, and I'm just an actor he hired. In a small town like yours, a single individual's authority can grow to be all-encompassing. I assure you, though, Kane did not make up the Capitol. Yeah, I like that answer. Reasoning. Sometimes I need to take a step back from the moment and think logically through something. It helps me put piece the picture together. Whatever. Some suitcases are missing. How am I supposed to do research without tool? No one here will help me find the missing items. Follow the thieves' trail of ripped suitcases. Should recover something intact along the right way. Yeah, I'll follow the thieves' trail. I might as well just catch the next train back. It's the microscope and the experimental prototype, yes. Okay. Alright, here's the final warning. Okay? So, I'm gonna pause because time progresses. Actually, I think in this game, time isn't linear. I think you do things that makes time progress. If I remember the Pathologic 3 quarantine. Last warning, okay, 2 warnings. 1, massive spoilers moving forward. I'm already interested in talking about this game in regards to Pathologic 2. So, huge spoilers. Click to my Pathologic 2 playlist. It'll be in the description. It was in the beginning. And watch all of Pathologic 2 and maybe even Pathologic 3 quarantine. But definitely Pathologic 2 and then come back to this video. It's going to take you like 50 hours. So, you know, strap in. But, second, this is a reading-heavy game. Very story-focused, incredible story, reading-heavy. If that doesn't interest you, a lot of my other videos are not as reading-heavy. So, you know, do with that what you will. Spoilers starting right now. Let's go. Alright, view the mind map. Such a serene place. If immortality still exists in our country, it would be here. Interesting. Is that a real thought he has? Locals treat children with a strange difference. I'll have to catch the thieves myself. New shoes. May I introduce you to Station Mud? Okay. So there's where I am. There's where the kids are. Okay. The kids here are magic. And what I mean by that is that... Here, I can just do that. Okay. Simon Kane created this town, okay? He built everything in this town except for one thing, and that is the polyhedron. Let's see if we can see it from here. So there's where I am. No, the building is right in the way of the polyhedron, probably on purpose. Yeah. Let's talk to this kid. Hey, eyes on us. The thief seen us. The thief. Mr. Thief, are you for real? Say something in thief speak. For firm cognoscit. Cognoscit? Latin's never minding taking what was not theirs. Thief, you stole the train's heart, you did. Hang on a second. There we go. Just ripped it out and stole it. Now it'll die without a heart. I haven't ripped out anything. Any creatures in this world survive perfectly well without a hearts. Train, I believe, could belong to the order Crassiclatellata worms. They don't need hearts. I like that. Are you stupid, mister? Worms don't look like that at all. They have arms and legs and a forehead and 2 hearts. One in his chest and one in his wives. And bristles. You forgot bristles. What bristles? Have you ever seen a word? Well, they're bald. You're not just a thief, you're a dummy too. Ha ha ha. Listen, boy, enough jokes for today. I've come to this town on important business, which I cannot conduct without my microscope and my prototype. Please return them to me. Hey, hold on. No need for all the begging and the politeness. What did I even do to you anyway? I didn't take nothing. It was all Jeshka. I only had the patience for one polite request. I won't repeat it twice. My microscope and my prototype are precise, delicate instruments. If they break, only be scrap metal and glass. They'll just die, like the train. You don't want that, do you? I don't. Tell me what Jeshka's taking them. Jeshka's taking the heart back to go fix the train that way to his face. My snitch now, Mr. Thief. No, a snitch is someone who runs off to inform without being asked to do so. You're an honest witness. That's true. I actually like that reasoning. That's a good reasoning to give a kid. A beetle. Okay. Let's see what all this is. What is this? And bring heaps of leaves. Yeah, and the reason he said a worm has like 2 legs and a heart and whatnot is because, oh, time is passing. Interesting. Okay, take all that. Is because there is a section, there's a group of people that are from what's called the steppes. Not a joyride on the cart. Suitcase on the bottom isn't mine. Let's see what this does. Makes my mania worse. Okay, shouldn't have done that. Most fragile ones didn't break. There's a section of people, or a group of people called they're the steppe people, and one of them are called worms, and they're these big, earthly looking things. Okay. What does this say? Thankfully, my analysis they didn't touch the chemicals. Could have accidentally drunk the vitriol. Okay. So I'm headed this way. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I'm a little too manic right now. Should have traveled lighter. What if I never got the chance to go home? There's those fucking kids. What's up? My prototype in their hands. They're not bashing it against the rocks, at least. Hey, back off, you! Get away from the girls, and from me, too. I ain't afraid of Uncle Rowan when he boozes up, and I ain't afraid of you neither. I got a knife. You can't hurt us. Got it? Boozes up. Hers are hanging by a thread this thin. Do you want to see what happens when it finally snaps? Boozes up? What the hell are you talking about? I'm not drunk. Hands are shaking, and you've got those crazy eyes. Uncle Rowan gets those eyes, too, when he reaches for a second bottle, and the shakes. And he picks fights. Don't even think about picking a fight with me. I've got a real knife, I do. Wait, hold on. If I look like that Uncle Rowan of yours, that means I really do need to cool down first. Give me a moment. I'll take a breather. Alright. It's hard for me to talk to people when I'm too apathetic or manic. I need to stabilize my condition first. I cannot talk. The world is abuzz with mania. Nice. Oh yeah, I'm a fucking drug addict, aren't I? My state of mind can be changed with drugs. Some make me more apathetic, others more manic. I need to keep an eye on my mental state and a supply of drugs. Okay. Addictive, less effective with every use. Less effective with every use. Bromide. Okay, so I right-click to... Let's use it.
The clock's hand comes to a standstill.
Okay. Cool. Nuh-uh, it's quiet. It's dead already. A dead heart keeps beating for 40 days, that's what my mom says. Couldn't have been dead that long. Do it, tack it on. It won't fit in there. It just won't. Told you we should have stuck it in the belly, not the mouth. Life's in the belly, everybody knows that. Nope, a locomotive life sits in the front with the driver. That's where the fire is, so the heart should be too. That's what Boulder told me. You're Jekka, right? You're correct. A train's life is in its locomotive, which is housed in the front. Ah, begone, vile snake. You killed the other trains, didn't you? It's 'cause of you they don't come to us no more. We were wondering... What the fuck was that? We were wondering, and we didn't know why they kept dying. We got a whole graveyard there, all rusted up, and they can't go anywhere. And it's all because of you. You stole the train's heart for yourself and carried it away in a suitcase, and now the train's all dead. A long time ago, it can't be my fault. I've never been here before, and I'm not very good at stealing hearts. You said yourself the train's heart is at the front. I rode it in a carriage in the middle. How could I get to the heart then? I like that answer. Through the bowels, like all Minku do. You don't get to the heart through the bowels, my young friend. You'll hit quite a different body part first. Without it, the train stopped wailing, stopped moving too. That means it's dead. So this is its heart. Obvious, right? A bit simplistic response to stimuli is just make you all understand that my prototype has nothing to do. Look, they're made of different metals. No. Response to stimuli is just one characteristic of life. It's not exhaustive. What are the others? Adaptation. Before, trains came every week. Then it was every 2 weeks. Now it's every 2 months or even less. And they don't leave ever. They just lay there and wait. It's 'cause of the war. No, it's because they don't love us no more. If we heal this one, they'll love us again and they'll come back. Bring memories. Look, goddamn. My prototype is not the train's heart, and it certainly won't repair it. But it is an interesting thing in itself. So let's make a deal. You give it back and I'll tell you how it works. I don't know. The corpses. Damsel in the story. Genius, insufferable assistant will be in the tale. You could drive a saint to the grave. Adherence to details. Be damsel in distress. Will she be pretty? Look here. Let me take the prototype. I won't run away, I promise. To wind it up, you need to turn this handle clockwise. There we go, baby. Got it back. Ooh, that noise is not... Well, that's fucking interesting, isn't it?
We're running terribly low on mice. And the mice themselves are a little feeble. Lacking in enthusiasm.
To prime it, hold this crank and turn it clockwise. Chief, hello, for crying out loud, your mind's flown away again. Prime the what now? This morgue is swimming in a gas leak from Lab 102. I heard the alarm. My mind and I are firmly planted on the ground. Sure you are. Anyway, I was saying the crank is stiff. You'll have to use some force. Platten, are you crazy? There's a gas leak. What did you call me in here for? We have to seal the morgue and evacuate quickly. No, Danil. What we have to do is load that prototype you're fiddling with and use it to get into the morgue. A woman rose from the dead in there, and it will be, I think you agree, extremely frustrating if she dies again. We must get her out. Risen from the dead? I was collecting tissue samples to determine the onset of rigor mortis when I heard a noise. I turned around and holy smokes. The woman was sitting up on the gurney, stiff as a poker, rasp in her throat. I started toward her, but then I smelled the gas and I pulled the alarm lever. It wasn't a spontaneous resurrection. It couldn't be lethargy or catatonia or apnea. Why call for me? We don't have a second to waste. Chlorine isn't known for bringing bad, but if the woman has brought her by mistake alive, perhaps the gas could have irritated her mucous membranes enough to wake her. Yeah, it wasn't spontaneous. You forgot that with the animatronic figure. You forgot that time with the animatronic figure. Tellman's wonderful joke for your birthday. I didn't forget it. I wiped it from my mental atlas. What should I do with this device? This prototype, I think you called it. I already told you, but fine. Let's go over it again. You're holding an experimental prototype meant to dissipate tuberculosis miasma. Remember the consumption task force? Kaufman, Gorski, Anastine. Gas hasn't done any lasting damage. Million little details as always. I feel even better to leave this morgue. Wake of Bazin, they were commissioned to make a device to dissipate miasma. I believe it was meant for something other than tuberculosis. Now leave the morgue. This magnificent gizmo disperses an aerosol of disinfectant. First you load the prototype. There's bottles of solution in the beige cabinet. Best set it on the table while you load it. You can't do it while you're holding it. Considering it was done. I load it, then what? Next, you wind the prototype up. To prime it, hold this crank here and turn it clockwise. Crank is stiff. Turn it with some force. She's a natural-born mechanical engineer. What an ingenious device. Crank is stiff. How did you guess? And then I just release the contents into the gas? Correct. Wind up the crank, then release. The gas should dissipate, theoretically. Wind, release, dissipate. Repeat until you reach our resurrectee. Just remember, the chlorine will keep coming while our supply of solution is finite. Just try to be as efficient as possible, Chief. Truth technologists ought to step into death every now and then. I think thanatology is the, like, study of prolonging life. I think. Alright. Pneumatics with mechanical priming. The longer I hold the crank, the stronger the effect. Clears the miasma in front of it. One load is good for 20 uses. You need to spend fluid wisely. One load is good for 20 uses. You need a stimulant, an anesthetic, and a toxin. At least in the institute. I need a stimulant, an anesthetic, and a toxin. Best stuff is in the beige cabinets. Should be here in this. Yeah, I like that. First thing we teach all of us. Add the ingredients one by one into the setup and heat it up. Evaporate, residue goes into the prototype. One by one in the setup, heat it up. Should be enough for 20 uses. You need to load it. Ingredients are in the cabinet. The loading station is all on the table. Okay. Take all. The 3 ingredients: stimulant, anesthetic, and a toxin. Put the items into the slots, then press the load button. Okay. Load that bitch up. There we go. Prototype successfully loaded. Hold release when the pendulum stops. Okay.
Then again, if not taking at face value, you're not.
19, okay. We shall all live forever. Every sheet covers another injustice. I will break Death's own spine, yeah. Did it come? Oh, fuck, it came back? Oh, shit, what the hell? 18. Okay, it's coming back. So I need to be a little faster about this. Okay, here we go. Bitch. 17, okay. This is spooky, dude. God, I've missed fucking playing Pathologic. I'm so excited to see another side of the story. I, like, legitimately can't tell y'all how hyped I am for another side of the story. Who is this? Spontaneous resurrection. Are you Death? You have Death's eyes. 40 meters without protective goggles. Give me your hand. Talking can wait. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel. She looks like shit. Can you hear me? Focus on me. Hold on to my voice. Try to stay awake. Okay. Interesting. Oh, shit. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel. What does that mean? There's neither life or death, but something else entirely. A tunnel toward you underground. It means that when you die, there's neither life nor death, but something else entirely. Like a coin falling on its edge, or a Mobius strip. You shouldn't concern yourself with such things, though. Can I have my prototype back? Take it. It spins all boring. Clockwise only. Grandpa Simon has clocks that spin every which way. Beside, the train's already dead. Couldn't save it in time. It's blowing its whistle, still smoking. That's alive as it gets. Just in transplantation at least a bit. Indeed, a heart can't survive outside the body. Grandpa Simon, you mean Simon came? I'm here to meet him. We've got only one grandpa between us. Told he lives in the Crucible with his family. What are those special clocks he has? I'm sick of this game. Go away. We're gonna play cat in an old hat. Still have time before the sun sets. What about my microscope? I'll trade you another tail for it. We didn't take your microscope. I expect you to know that word. Even some people in the capital don't know it. The prototype is in my right hand. The microscope is in my left. I can't collect data without it. The dogheads must have taken it. Khan and Notkin got a deal. All the war spoils get split down the middle. They don't care about hearts, not in any one of their many faces. Why would they need another one? What does your microscope do? Is it alive? Metallic pipe fitted with a lens. Makes them large and detailed. Oh, a kaleidoscope. To look at the colourful town. You can do it like Capella? A Capella? I'm not much of a singer. You know the word kaleidoscope? Oh, and defenestration. Defenestration. Mr. Merrick used it when Foreman Oyen threw Uncle Rowan out a window. God, I forgot how hard these names are, dude. God damn it. It's gonna take me. Okay. So as it stands, you pass my belongings along to some other gang, and I need to go to them to get my microscope back. Am I right? Khan must have been giving it to Capella as a gift. Are you stupid? She hates kaleidoscopes after what happened to that stained glass. No, Khan wouldn't have given it to her. If it's something that changes things when you look through it, he must have given it to Grandpa Simon. Grandpa Simon loves things like that. Khan wouldn't give it to anyone. Not before he looks at it himself, or after either. But he's honest even if he's wicked. He'd give it back to the owner if you find him in town. He'll deal fair. Well, if you brought your micro-kaleidoscope into the polyhedron, you won't see it again. No use looking there. Try the stairways to heaven. The dogs had like them. They look like the polyhedron. There's one right here in the mall. You know, after this conversation with its Capellas, Khans, polyhedrons, I'm beginning to see the shape of the world you live in. It sounds complicated, but can't be worse than human anatomy, can it? Oh, it is. Or I guess it's not. It's just different. Okay, there's a worm. Let's go look at some of this stuff. I want to see what this stuff is. Sharp, suffocating smell, fresh glyphs, rich color. Is this a drawn with cinnabar? Really? Okay. Oh yeah, mind map. I'll have to search a town for it, not the guided tour I hoped for. So... what's up? He's a worm. Any be Besheb. Any be Besheb. Kind of festival, interesting mask. Orbis mirabilium plenus est. Go away, snake man. You've got sharp heels. Some kids ran through here with my belongings. Did you see them? We gaze at the earth. Do not pull us away from the earth. I shall not presume to divert your attention any further. Lumpy man. That's funny. Heard of an elephant man. Is this the worm man then? I've only seen such poor disfigured creatures in an anatomical theater. Okay. So here's... alright. So that's a bride. Jacob Sterk. Kirik, and what was his name? Birdie. Bertrand, such a harmless fellow he was, never hurt a fly in his life. And the Ripper slashed him to ribbons like the rest of them anyway, the brute. We must give these unfortunate souls the proper burial they deserve, and find the Ripper and give him a burial befitting a beast. Kuliki Kunud, do not act rashly. Give Kirik to me, I'll pay you back in kind, in herbs and blood. Daughter of Suak. She's dressed like a bride, which is another thing of the steppe people. Give Kirik to you. You want to take the corpse? You have holes in your dress the size of another dress. Are you crazy? Why are you looking at her? Why are you even speaking to her? Begone, witch. Uyante, do not speak to me, stranger. I have come begging for food to give Suak, begging for tears to give Mother Bodo. I speak to the blood of Udurg of our town. You are not our blood. My eyes do not see you, stranger. My ears do not hear you. Suak, Mother Bodo, Urdug. Before you ask, no, I don't need to write down new words. I have an excellent memory. What happened here? The Rippers come to town. The father killer, Burach. He was always a wild one, but then Marak Shabnak lay with him in the steppe and whispered things in his ear to make him water the earth with blood. As soon as he got off the train, he went on his murder spree. He killed Jacob Sterk. He killed Kirik. He killed the harmless Bertie. He's a monster. Thought I had come alone or almost alone. Definitely don't recall a Mad Ripper on the train with me. People scoff at me for saying our land's abounds with analytical minds. It's really, including the fornication in the step. Thought I had come alone. He arrived on the freight train, took the back door like a thief in the night. Freight train was bringing medicine, sweets, and coffins. So the Ripper must have hid away in a coffin, or else Shabnak would have torn him apart in the step. She said that Shabnak copulated with him, but now he's hiding from her in a coffin? Only 2 sentences into this conversation, and I already want to shoot myself. Uyante, hear me out. Blood of my Udug. Suak sings of a fierceness, a sharpness, inside the one you call Kirik. Give his body to me, he is dead to you anyway. You will bury him, and he will rot away until nothing is left. I will bury him, and Suak will eat him, and drink his savagery and his sting, and sing an Ubheni Dun, an herb song in gratitude. She'll give us twire and will brew us lots of twirine. She will give us ashen swish, the harshest of the herbs. By Kalenib, ashen swish is a cruel herb, a bad herb. It thrives on blood and spite. Suak sings that we will need plenty of swish soon. Yours is a burial into emptiness, but mine will be a burial into Suak's womb. I am at your feet, Hayan Kunud. Good people, give me the one you call Kirik. Ah, should we give her the body, maybe? He didn't seem to have any family, and without them in the picture, I guess it doesn't matter if we bury him or the Kindu. Who knows? Suppose we do get a great crop of twire. Who buries who actually matters quite a lot in traditional cultures. Used as fertilizer often. Who buries whom actually matters a lot. But they aren't just going to bury him. They'll desecrate him until not even Shabnak can recognize what's left. That's what you're going to do, isn't it? Isn't it, Sept girl? Say it. Don't you dare try to lie to us. I am at your feet, Hayan Kunud. Good people. I promise there will be no desecration. We will take his name so it holds his sharpness no longer, and we will lower him into Suak's womb. Everyone will forget him, forget the wicked murderer Kirik, and only ashen swish will remain. I knew there was a catch. Wicked or not, you can't just bury a person without their name. Everyone has the right to be remembered if nothing else. But he really was a wicked man. Rare times someone remembers him at all, they never have anything good to say. Perhaps it's for the best if everybody forgets him. They'll take the name of this Kirik. What does this mean? It's a shame I'm not an anthropologist. At least ask her to stand up. This is awkward. They'll take the name of Kirik. What does that mean? A touch of our eyes, a touch of our fingers, and the name melts away. The one they used to call Kirik will become a gift to Suak instead. He will have no grave, and there will be no man in the memory of the people. Speak to me no more, stranger. Your words are poison. I must admit, that clarified nothing. Let's hand over the body. I'd rather avoid a falling out with the kin. It will only lead to more trouble down the line. What do you think, stranger? You certainly look important. Maybe you have some brains to back it up. Victim met a violent forensic examination. Person dies. Their body is no more than a collection of molecules and tissues. The opportunity to put it to some use is a stroke of fortune. Corpus non est tempulum. Thank you, stranger, by Yarla. Death came to this town today, such great death, the likes of which has never been seen before. Today will be a fearsome day, tomorrow even more so, and on the third day, fear itself will die. Without ashen swish, we will die too. That's all that matters. All these prophecies. I came to this town today, that's all that matters. I don't remember... Golem of Bones, that's cool. Believe in a Shabnak, a murderous step golem in the guise of a woman. It's like I've stepped out of time, not just traveled far from home. Alright, so we're gonna start getting into some shit. Whoa, what? Murderous step golem. Oh, that's cool! That's fucking sick! So, I don't remember if Ashen Swish... Oh, cool. Is used... Oh, that's all coffins, isn't it? In the coffin, a crimson river flows at you, boots. Real quick, so I don't remember what potion or solution Ashen Swish is used in. Blood, and the blood from the ground is very important here. Barach, the person they were talking about coming, is Isidor's son, who is a surgeon, a Minku, who is the only one in the town who is allowed to cut into people. So, and it's to heal people. He can see the lines. And so, someone dying is very important. But the other guy who came with him, the redhead guy, I forgot his name. He's the one who's killing people. Barak had to protect himself because they came to kill him. So, shit's popping off already.
What?
Bad Grief is already here. Bad Grief is one of Barak's friends from childhood who has had like has fallen into kind of debauchery and criminal shit. Would you look at that? A customer. Keep walking, customer. This shop's appointment only, and I don't recall your name on the list. Are you two on a date? Sorry to intrude. We might be, yeah, so quit the intruding, pal. Fashionista? Who the fuck? Enough jokes. It's just we've got plenty of shops in town, but Grief can get it for you wholesale. Just look at these boots he's snagged. Scarlet. Man, Scarlet Pimpernel. They're pretty. Are they from the capital? From a coffin. Coffin's the best place when you need a chest. Checkpoint guard wouldn't dare open it up out of respect. It's inhumane. Meanwhile, it's overflowing with 100 pairs of Scarlet Saffiano leather boots. Tax and duty free. You're right about one thing. It's no good shying away from death. One can't understand a thing if they refuse to look at it. Refuse, they do refuse. That's what I use. Coffin is an honest thief's best friend. People looking away is how business gets done. You a tax inspector? I can't imagine a duller job. Keep your nose out of other people's coffins then. Once someone goes in, who knows what happens? Maybe they never died. Maybe they never existed at all. Of course, if I start poking around coffins, how will you exploit the public's fear of death for your own smuggling operation? Indeed. I want to play this game as I believe the Bachelor would, which is like almost psychotic about how much he wants to solve death. How much he wants to like eliminate death. Indeed, no one knows what happens to someone once they go in a coffin, and I intend to find out. Grief. Open the mind map. Town lives on imports, so here, the warehouse keeper is king. He says the contents of coffins are not always what they seem. I wonder. Okay, so he's saying I could look in coffins possibly to find some shit out. Or to get stuff. I like this. This game already seems on a very different path than Pathologic 2. Which, by the way, go watch it. Alright? I'm gonna save some of the massive spoilers from the second game until the second episode of this. But it's gonna be hard for me, so I might slip. I'm just gonna say that. Alright. I hate filth, garbage, decay. The mind is affected by interaction with specific objects. They are easy to spot if you enter concentration mode. Sterile operating rooms no longer give me answers.
Tired of this noise.
Oh shit, I'm crazy. So I'm guessing I can't dig around in trashes, so that gave me more mania. That made me more manic. Okay, so with not using the drugs, things in red contribute to my mania, things in blue contribute to my apathy. Sick. Done. Learned. Perfect. Heard. The fuck? Can I go this way? No? What are y'all looking at? Children have rats, adults have bulls. I read about these little marmots. Step carriers of contagion. Muad'Dib! Who are these? Can I interact with y'all? No. Strong, foul, stinking tobacco while in the capital decadence smoke belladonna. Dignitaries fear assassination attempts. They block roads for ministers. Patient dies in the sanitary motor. Can I open that? I want that chest. Okay, so they're doing a... Nice. They're doing a ceremony with the bull. Fear mixed with curiosity. Townsfolk aren't used to such spectacles. Jesus. Let's see. Word vaccine is derived from vaca, meaning cow. You brought us medicine on your horns. Paid for it with your lives. Such beautiful movements. Beautiful movements. So this bloating is a common condition here. I'd like to study them. Truly astonishing phenomena can still be found in remote corners of our country. Alright, let's talk. That was scary. Ooh-ha, my good little bull, blunt-mouthed, broad-browed, please forgive us. You're silly, Erze, and you always have been. He's returning to Bos Turok, to Bodo. We are leading him into the bosom of his mother and father. Why are you asking him for forgiveness? Because Bos Turok is dead, Anya. This little bull's whole life, he didn't know that the most beautiful creature, the immortal Bos Turok, was waiting for him. Now that he knows Bos Turok is dead, Buha will find his father's silent corpse. How can we not pity him? Who died? Bos Turok, the father of all Katange people and bulls. We ask Suok to bring him back. You're the silly one, Anya. I'm guessing that's Anya. Suok didn't eat Bos Turok. How could she? He's bigger than her, stronger than her. The immortal can't be killed. He chooses death himself. We ask Bos Turok to change his mind and come back to us, his children. Is Bos Turok some kind of mythical creature? What happened exactly? The bull god is what it is. Some animals, like lobsters, don't undergo natural aging and death, killed by external forces. What a coincidence, you are burying an immortal and I came to study one. All immortals are one immortal, Kari-kun. For death is always one, therefore the immortal is always one. So what happened to Bos Turok? If it's round then it's an orange. What happened to Bos Turok? Bos Turok is the father of all Katange people and bulls. How can I explain? We herb brides walk barefoot so that we can always hear his heart. Tonight it stopped beating. His children are afraid without their father, so we ask him to respond, but I feel he has died. A fang or a claw was thrust into him. I feel the wound bleeding. Rust has soaked into him. I feel the rot squelching underfoot. Quiet, both of you. You know nothing. Bos Turok can die only from gloom. We will cheer him up, feed him, and show him our joy. We will bring the last Aurochs to his bosom. Then he will remember us and return to us. Felt the aftershocks of an earthquake. Secret to immortality with smile, put aside sorrow, bull is meant to be sad. Clearly your Bos Turok is a mythlogem, but it must have some basis, I wonder what. Mother Bodo is a blind, loving mother, the warmth of the earth. But Bos Turok not only bore us, he watched over us. We lived under his watch. Now the town is without a beholder. Asgalag Kun, we are all blind worms now. Mugar bad. A worm is a worm, a human is a human. A human is meant to see, to build. Look around, beholder, what do you see? Turned out to be the superstitious nonsense too. Bos Turok, town where the sacrifice is permitted in a residential area. Any gaze might turn out to be Bos Turok's gaze. These things can't be foreseen. You haven't looked closely. Go further. See our celebration. Look at the last Aurochs. What do you see in all this? Tell Guga afterwards. Aurochs is a big bull, right? I'll look whether I want to or not. Oh. I don't like being close to that. Aren't used to such spectacles. Oh shit, they killed that fucking bull over there, didn't they? What's that? Is that a mirror? Yeah, I'll break it. Fuck it. Let's see what this does.
Why so jittery, Dankovsky?
What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? They've tied ribbons all over town and incense burns everywhere. Which is what the steppe smells like. Am I in the steppe right now? Where am I? I'm in the mall, okay. So this bloating is a common condition here? Okay. I don't like pressing Q to do the... I feel like I'm gonna use concentration mode, so I'm gonna make it that. And then I will make... Pause Q. Let's see if that works. If I open the inventory. No, okay. I'm gonna change it back because I thought it might make back escape as well. Okay, it did restore. Okay, there we go. Okay. Changing the controls didn't work. Okay, so you can't change the controls right now. That's fine. Maybe it just doesn't recognize the back button as a correct input. Excuse me. Anxiously peering into my eyes, tell Guga that's what they offered me. Yes, he does look like Guga. Odong, my eyes touch you, beholder. What was that? I just saw some sort of... What did you see, beholder? Plague miasma spreading from a carcass and a sanitation squad burning it with fire. I didn't see that, but I'm guessing that's what flipped and I saw. Everything around groaned and died. In the midst of an outbreak. And do such things in laboratory conditions. Rotten plays. That was tomorrow. That will be yesterday. Box syphilis. This was from Hat Jumps. Makes about as much sense. Was the bull in the square some sort of parable? Was the bull in the square some sort of parable? Ah, so you're a parrot as well as a worm. Its shape reminded me of the town itself. Explained it to me they're talking it to boast to our friends. Its shape reminded me of the town itself. Symbolic, yes. Symbolic. Thank you for your vision, beholder. You see more widely than others. We will remember this. If you see something else unexpected, don't be afraid. It's just the eyes adjusting to our current place and time. Keep moving forward. Helping with a stand-up guy. Zere nondant panem, sed aperiont mundum. So, yeah, what they just said is true. The town is a bull. In the first game, you could zoom out further than this, and you could see that you can kind of see the shape here, that it looks like a bull, and then this is the head. And they believe the reason that... So this is their... what the fuck is it called? It's their, like, slaughterhouse where they go to kill bulls for food and whatnot. Let's see, do they have... What all do they have here? They still have the Shekin, the Steppe Village. Okay, perfect. I forgot what this is called. But they believe, like a lot of, you know, older cultures, that the heart is in the bowel or the stomach or the behind. So that's why that looks like a heart and it's over here. But, yeah. Looks like a bull. And that symbolism is very important for the whole story. Performing a dance of death or something of that sort. Even this backwater has a theater. Death wears thy cloak. Oh, fuck. Shoo, fucking shit, dog. Oh, man. You good, fam? I just imagined... Simply adjusting to the climate. Why is she drawing my thoughts? That's funny. Okay. So there's one of the stairs to heaven. Oh, okay. Yep, that's what the infected are going to look like.
Superstitions aren't real.
A little more and I'll be in death's embrace. I need medication, otherwise I won't survive. Did that actually hurt me? That actually fucking hurt me. That's stupid, dog. Okay. Perfectly healthy children. What devilry am I imagining? Okay. There's... Oh, interesting. So... Here, let's do this. An unbearably melancholy, drawn-out creak. We jest, but the anguish keeps growing. Jeez. So that's one of the... I forget what they're called. They're like the performers... no script and no characters because the dictatorship of the author and traditional narrative structures is reactionary. I was lured into a student art performance once, so we spoke in random combinations of syllables, never again. That's one of the plague, like, doctors, or one of the orderlies, and he's the one running this whole shit. Mark Immortel, I think is his name. Damn. It's been a while since I played Pathologic. I'm pretty sure he's Mark Immortel. And are they pantomimes or something? I think maybe. But he's like kind of God here, and he gets to dictate. He's like the meta commentary on this game.
Something's brewing.
There we go. Yep, Mark Immortel. Ah, there you are, finally. I thought you'd forgotten our agreement. I hope you're ready. Have you memorized your lines? Yeah, this whole thing is like a play production to him to see what happens. What lines? Of course I did. Have 2 or 3 lines ready in my mind. Choose one before responding. Trying to get my microscope back. No, of course I did. I always have 2 or 3 lines ready in my mind, and I choose one before responding. Tragedy, and that's what they're called. Pantomimes. I take no joy in seeing another player who likes to improvise. Your charge is but to read your lines and not invent them. Executor, yeah. Wait, is this really the guy? Looks about the same, but the outfit's all wrong. Did our guy wear a coat? His costume is more suited to an antagonist. Interesting. So if we're considering Burak the protagonist, then that would make me the antagonist, which kind of makes sense. And I'll explain that after we do this. Coat is the latest fashion from the capital. I have, funny fashion advice from a man in a bird suit. Looked in a mirror lately. More of an anti-hero than an antagonist. I presume you know the difference? That makes you an ideal candidate for our anti-production. I am Mark Immortel, director of the local theater, and you are... Daniil Dankovsky, doctor just arrived from the capital. Magnifico! You see, the actor we've been waiting an eternity for has decided to sabotage the rehearsal. You would do us a massive, titanic favor by replacing him, even if just for a little while. Be delighted to acting on a stage. Don't have time. Of course I'd be delighted to. I've dreamt of acting on a stage since I was a boy. What must I do? Ah, perfetto. It is simple and indeed natural. You need only react to your colleagues' lines and thus create a scene of unbearable dramatic tension. Our performance is quite simple. Main character has just arrived in a remote town and quite accidentally stumbled into a curious rehearsal in which his fate will be decided. Who knows, perhaps he'll die at the end. Seems the performance has already started and I'll be dragged into it against my will. I think I'll pass. Okay, I'm ready. Is that all you have to say? Why do you stare like that? I see it in his eyes. His mind is looking for a line to mumble. Not strumbling backhand. I'm beginning to recall when my acting career didn't pan out. I say again, he is no leading man. He is unfit to even play a villain. At best a background player, a body standing there to fill the stage. It is the step healer's son who ought to take the role, or that young girl who crawled out of her grave. They have such pathos and such verve. What does this one have, a coat? Is the rehearsal already starting, or is he just casually insulting me? Yeah. Wonderful, the hero is lost. He no longer sees the boundary between his life and the play, between speaking and reading his lines. Keep going. This is the beating heart of our play, the blur between reality and fiction. Let me read the script. So the main character, a doctor and a skeptic, encounters the unknown for the first time. He built his whole life around empiricism and scientific inquiry. What will he do when death addresses him directly? This isn't literal, right? A hero in a play speaking to death of the dead is usually a metaphor and an illustration of his thought process. Well, if that makes it easier for you, we can say it's a metaphor. Play it ambiguously, leave the audience guessing. But wait, I don't want to be a metaphor. I was promised I'd be the true voice of the dead. What kind of spoil sport ruins a play like this? I told you he couldn't hack it. That's it, I'm out. Metaphor. Pff. And you, I see, are never happy with anything. Sounds like a failed actor. I'm confused. Are we still acting or is he actually offended? Of course we're acting. You've happily grasped the key to this play. It is all a game. You're free to go, but remember, the game doesn't end till I say so. But Mr. Director, are you certain we've chosen the right protagonist? The rules of drama clearly state the hero must experience death and resurrection. Yet he's stuck in the prologue. Hear that? You're being reprimanded for letting the pace of the narrative slip. Not my opinion, you understand, but the audience attention is starting to flag. Well then, go on and prove we weren't mistaken about you. I'll do my best. So, the world's a stage. Let's see, where did that... Oh, okay. I'm almost there. This one. Oh no, the big city immersive theater and fourth wall breaking gimmicks infiltrated this place as well. One aspect of progress I'd hope to escape. So... Yeah, except they're not lying, like... Oh, fuck. The game is split, really, between... Okay, so that's to keep me from going specific directions right now, too. The game is split between 3 main characters. The Pathologic 2... Pathologic 1 has all 3 of the routes. Pathologic 2 is Artemi Barak, who is Isidore Barak's son, who is the Menku, the surgeon of the town. The Bachelor, Daniil Dankovsky, who is me, which is Pathologic 3, and it's Pathologic 3 is just his route. And then Pathologic 4 eventually will be the Changeling. I forget her name. She's just called Changeling in the first in Pathologic 2. I don't know if she has a name other than Changeling, but she has a totally different route, and that'll be Pathologic 4. Anyways, let's keep going. Seems the natives solve their problem through smoking. Local herbs is overwhelming. Dirty lungs, clear head. Alright. Let's see. So I suppose I'm not going to be digging in trash cans like I was in Pathologic 2 in order to get items, but... Alright, let's talk to these... What? Impossible geometry, yeah. Found what looks like a stairway leading towards the heavens. How does it stay upright? The children who stole my microscope are there. Yeah, so... This is Simon Kane's doing, and can I see the polyhedron yet? Where am I? It should be directly behind me. I probably can see it from up there, which is where I'm headed. Let's see. If you could travel through time, would you go to the future or the past? 10 years ago, everything still could have been prevented. I live in the present. Grandpa Simon used to say that days are like hopscotch. Usually they go one after another, but sometimes there's 2 side by side. Sometimes you have to jump backwards. Simon came to many games. He's the only grown-up who gets games. Everyone thinks they're just silly things for kids, just running around or scoring a point. Grandpa Simon knows how games should be. I bet he could even enter the polyhedron. My place is with earthly matters, apparently. Did you steal my microscope? And how should games be? If you went into the polyhedron, you'd understand. Whatever that thing is, I've been told I'll never see inside it. My place is with earthly matters, apparently. Answer me. Did you steal my microscope? I did, yeah. But I gave it to Phil. He's over there on the stairway. How do these stairs stand without support? They stand like the polyhedron does. Keep bringing up this polyhedron. Well, whatever sort of creature it is, it can wait until later. Oh yeah, the polyhedron is like Simon Kane's direct fucking antagonistic view towards why doesn't it fall? What an impossible construction. Why don't I fall? I advise myself not to look down. It's like this impossible construction that... Oh, interesting. It's not gonna let me see it yet. There's like some... It's occluding my vision. So that I can't see the polyhedron and show y'all how cool it is. But yeah, it just stands up for no reason. Well, what is it? Can you see the future? Look, let me look too. Gimme. Wait your turn, Pipsqueak. Just let me take one look and then I'll give it to you. I'll give it back. Ew, there's a bunch of bugs and little hairs. Doesn't look like much of a future. Why are you using your dog's eye to look? You're not an animal, you know? Yeah, but an animal might see further, though. Lot of symbolism that is interesting if you've watched or played the second game, which you should go do. All right. Good news, the microscope has been found. Bad news, it's being mauled by a pack of wild dogs. Other horror. Play pretend as dogs or astronomers. Doing both at once is a bit overboard, stylistically speaking. I'm gonna go with this one. Need some help, kids? I can teach you how to use this thing. Here, let me show you. Oh, it's you. Hey, your thingamajig's busted. It doesn't show anything, just some bugs and weird little hairs. Maybe that is the future. Like in many, many years, nothing will remain of us on Earth but bugs and hair. It's very sad if you think about it. What makes you think that it shows the future? See all these different glass pieces inside? Glass like this shows the future when you look through it. Everyone knows that. Excuse me, oh my god. Grandpa Simon loved making all sorts of things with glass. I've only seen thingamajigs like this at his place. Why did you steal from Grandpa Simon, you bastard? So he stole it back from you. It's called justice. I brought it, stole it from, that's called theft. You know Simon Kane, I've come here to see him. What? You don't know, mister? Yeah, he's dead. He doesn't know. Spit it out, you monster. Where did you get this thingamajig from? What did you do to Simon? It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I was on my way to go visit Simon, and I'd already be there if it weren't for you. Please give me back the microscope. It's a very delicate instrument. Calm down, boy. Please don't shout. What's going on? What don't I know? Just give him back the thingamajig and let him go on his merry way. It's broken anyhow. Can't see any future at all. No, no, no. Grandpa Simon taught us. What doesn't take effort doesn't deserve effort. If we just give him back the thingamajig, there's no effort in that. I have a pocket watch on a chain, and it definitely shows the future. Let's make a deal. Come on, let's see it. Oh, nice. And how does it show the future? This, you'll always know what time it is, so you know what time it will be in an hour, or 2, or even 3, which means you know the future. Oh, you're clever, mister. All right, give us your watch, but show us how your thingamajig works, will you? We're still curious. First the trade. Watch for the for the microscope, then I'll show you. There you go. Okay, so this is teaching us to barter. Trade an item, I need to put it into the barter slot. If I want something, I need to give something in return. I can do this by putting the items in cells on my inventory side. I'll agree to the trade if I offer items less valuable than whatever I'm asking for. Split stack, split. Let's see if this works. I gave him a bug, I didn't give him the watch. I don't know if it works or if that matters or if it's just, you know. Alright. Fuck, it hasn't taught us how to save yet. So we gotta keep playing. I was gonna say let's call it here, but we have to keep playing because there's specific spots we have to save. If I click this. Oh shit. I didn't know it would just do it. I thought it was gonna be like, give me a warning like, be careful. Oh, I hope it auto-saved. Oh, okay, it did. Holy shit, that was sketchy, dude. Scared the fuck out of me. Okay, then that is where we're gonna call it. Thanks so much for joining me and being a part of this again. Pathologic 2 is one of my favorite games ever, and I'm so excited to see the different aspects of the story through Pathologic 3. Again, if you haven't watched or read about or seen Pathologic 2, go check out my playthrough. It'll be linked in the description. And then come back to this. It's such a mindfuck. It's such a good game. The story is incredible. My favorite story in any video game is Pathologic 2. And I'm just excited to be doing this now with y'all on my channel. Love you so much, Bear Buddies, and I hope to see you next time for more Pathologic 3. Bye-bye.